Boo! Did I scare ya? Just say yeah and say ah. Okay. So I had like random thoughts at 3 a.m. because like that's what happens. Because anyway, you get what I mean. So yeah, I decided to draw songs as people because I felt like it. So yeah, I decided to start off with like Gimme Chocolate because it's a classic. And also the first Baby Metal song I'd ever actually listened to. To be honest, just the name alone got me. But yeah, I had a pretty good idea for this one. Or I think so anyways. So I decided to draw someone like kind of reaching upwards to like a holy chocolate bar or something. So first of all, I just started on the base layout. Then just continue drawing everything else. I decided to give her like twin buns because I never really draw them, so I thought it'd be good practice. And yeah, I couldn't quite get it to look right for a while, but eventually I did settle for a design that I think worked pretty well. I kept having to adjust everything because just something felt off, but I couldn't quite tell what. And I accidentally made the face really long, so I just fixed that quickly. Yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with the design. So I had to give sparkles to the eyes because if it's not sparkly, then it's not sparkly. So I had to redo the hand because the pose just looked a bit unnatural. And then I added some more, I tried to add some more volume to the hair. And I'd say I did that kind of well. So I started working on the actual chocolate bar. So I decided to make it like descending. And I wanted people to be able to tell it's a chocolate bar. So I kind of made it half unwrapped. And yeah, I started on the colouring. Started on clothes. I made her wearing tights and a little skirt and a t-shirt because I don't know, I just thought it'd be a good idea. And I decided I'd go for some pink dyed hair. So black hair with just like pink streaks in it. And then I blurred that to try and make it look a bit more natural. And then I put a heart on the top because it needed decoration, it just looked too plain. So yeah, I like adding bits of colour to things when I don't need to. And then I decided to put Chocoretto, because that's what it says in the song. So, and then Fox God Blessed because it's holy chocolate. So, yeah. Took me quite a while to actually get the text right, and I wanted it to have kind of like a handwritten kind of look to it. I added some dirt to the wrapper because it just looked a bit too clean. And I tried to work on this kind of glow. Like, it's quite hard to describe, but you can see it, so yeah, I tried to work on a glow to make it look more holy, but I couldn't get that to look right either, so it took me quite a while to actually figure it out. But yeah, so I ended up adjusting the chocolate. I gave it a halo on some wings because it had to be even more holy. Yeah, this is the blessed chocolate. Yeah, and I feel like it just looked a bit plain, so I also tried giving it a background. But I fixed the lighting first, but still couldn't get it to look right, so I decided to retry it. Just try to do the lighting again because, yeah. But first of all, I decided to colour the line art because I just like coloured line art. Yeah, and then I do this little thing with the clipping. I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of gives it this messy look that I quite like. So, yeah, so I did that to the chocolate bar and the random person reaching out to it. And, yeah, I tried to make it look like they were resisting a bit, but I don't really know how to draw that. I'm not really an expert. because Gimme Chocolate is quite literally about people wanting chocolate, but also not wanting to get overweight, which is very relatable. Like, I relate to that a lot. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with it, with how it turned out, because I just like how it turned out. But yeah, just something just seemed missing, so I decided to give it a background before the lighting, because then I could get a bit of a theme or more base layout going on. I forgot to actually outline the character, but I'm too lazy to fix that, so yeah, I added more sparkles to the background because the background looked plain, and also I have to add sparkles because I have to add sparkles. Yeah, so yeah, I just added a few different like kinds of colours, like variations, like brighter and darker variants of the colour I'm adding sparkles to. And then I started to attempt the lighting again, and this time I think it definitely worked out quite a bit better, because I wanted it to have kind of glow. But yeah, I almost forgot the sparkles in the hair, which it just wouldn't be complete without the sparkles. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with how I got the lighting. It took a short while to kind of get it right, because I had to make sure it wasn't too vivid, but also you could still tell it's there. Anyways, yeah, hope you like it.
Give me chocolate!
Sorry, I had to. So next I did Meta Tarot, because it's quite a straightforward idea. So first I used a reference so I can kind of like understand the shapes better. Yeah, so then I attempted it again. So I was kind of going for like a soldier or someone kind of holding their helmet and showing their hero, or something like that. Yeah, I could not get this line right for the life of me though. Yeah, and I did have to. It was actually quite hard making the helmet, because I'm not really an expert on knight helmets. But yeah, I took the term metal hero quite literally, because I tried to make the entire suit made of metal. But I don't really know how to show textures or anything, because I'm still a beginner, so, you know. Anyways, I'm just trying for fun, so yeah, and then I finally kind of got the helmet right. It's close enough. So initially I did write the name on the shirt, but I did actually delete it accidentally. So I decided to give them long hair, because I feel like I just see knights with long hair. Or I don't, because I don't actually see knights, but like, it's hard to describe. I just see them as a person with long hair. So yeah, I decided to give them quite a happy look, because they're a saviour, kind of. Yeah, next was colouring process, which was fairly easy, because I just kind of went off colours that I think of when I think of knights. So I tried to draw his suit like on a kind of stand. So I mean, I tried my best, because for some reason I didn't actually use a reference. But you know, it's supposed to be unique. He's not any hero, kind of. So yeah, I got to colouring that because it just needed colour. So I tried to keep the same kind of colour scheme. I drew like a kind of shield on the front, because it needed something and it just looked really plain and boring. So yeah, I added some random squiggles because I wanted to. Then so this is when I tried to add the name, but I tried to merge the layer, but I deleted it without realising, so it's a bit too late to fix that now, because I'm lazy. So yeah, I decided to go colouring the line art because it's colouring the line art. So this is actually kind of my first proper speed paint, like first one that I was actually recording. So I'd say I did quite well. I'm pretty pleased with how this one actually turned out, though. Obviously it could have gotten a lot better, but yeah, well, it's close enough. So yeah, I did the clipping thingy that I still don't know what to call. Yeah, I did that on the suit as well because, again, it just looked quite plain and boring. So yeah, because I'm really not good at adding details and I do not have the attention span to spend like 10 hours on a drawing, so yeah. I mean, maximum I spend on a drawing is about an hour, so yeah, after colouring the line art, clipping thing. Yeah, I'd say it worked quite well because it kind of gives a bit of depth, and it's kind of like a free shading hack, but also not because it's not very accurate. It's close enough because I'm a bad shader, so yeah. Then I worked on the background again because it needs a background, and also I realised that I accidentally made the background look a bit like lemons, so just pretend that it doesn't look like there are lemons in the background. For this one, I tried to add some other colours, and I've just realised that the orange looks like an orange, but just pretend it's not fruit themed because it's not supposed to be. So yeah, I had to add more sparkles because it needs sparkles. Yeah, so basically just got to adding some little details and everything. So I decided to use the airbrush tool for the background to give it kind of a bit more depth, and I don't really know how to describe it, to be honest, but I wanted it to look quite like majestical because they're a hero, but I'm not really experienced with drawing heroes. And also I wanted to show the face, so that's why I didn't draw them with the suit on. And also I'm really bad at drawing suits. Anyways, yeah, hope you like Metataro. I don't know what their name would be. So last but not least is my current favourite song, Monochrome. I just thought it'd be quite an interesting idea because I wanted to go for something like karate, but I just kind of did a doodle of Monochrome, and I really liked how it turned out. I did like the pose on this one, but not how I actually executed it, so I turned it into a sketch, which I don't really do. I never really do sketches, but I do occasionally. So I decided to give her like some arm warmers, because I wanted to give her sleeves while also wearing a t-shirt. So I just gave her some regular shoes and some shorts because the weather at the moment is so hot that yeah, it's just very, very hot. So I decided to give her this excited pose because she's happy. I don't really know what I was going for with the hair. I just kind of did this random swirl thing, and I mean, it turned out good enough. So obviously I had to add sparkles to the eyes again because it just looks kind of plain without sparkles. So I decided, because it is monochrome, I went for a black and white colour palette and just added some different kinds of grey. So I decided to make her shorts like a medium grey, top of very light grey, and her arm warmers and shoes very dark, as well as her hair, which I added a grey streak because I think it looks good. So yeah, that's basically all I did for this character, but it's mainly the background. So for once I actually decided to attempt at shading, but because it's monochrome I got away with using black and white. So I just kind of, in this one direction, I used grey and black for the shading, and I'm actually really happy with it, with how it turned out. This one was definitely my favourite to draw, because I don't know, I just really like how it turned out. But yeah, I think it's probably the shading that sold it for me. But yeah, so like I say, this is my favourite song currently, and so I couldn't really decide whether I wanted to blur the shading or not, so I did some experimenting, but I decided to keep it blurred because I quite liked how it turned out. So yeah, then I had to make a background because, like I say, it would have just looked really plain without it, so I used the airbrush tool again, and yeah, I decided to add some shading to these white circle thingies. And I somehow accidentally created a kind of 3D shape, which I've never actually done before, and that was not intentional. But yeah, I realised it kind of looks 3D, which I find kind of interesting. But yeah, I did actually remember to give her an outline for once. So yeah, I think that just kind of makes her pop from the background quite a lot more. Yeah, so honestly, there's not really much to say about this character. I tried to do the coloured line art thing, but I honestly prefer it without the coloured line art because of the shading. Because, I don't know, I think it's just because it's in black and white, it just didn't look very good, so I decided to not go with the coloured line art thingy I do. So I decided to, I labelled it monochrome and actually remembered to record it this time. But I couldn't see part of the word, so I decided to lower the opacity and basically kind of, I don't really know how to describe it, just make it kind of patched, so part of it is in black, part of it is in white. So I turned down the opacity because it just stood out a bit too much, but yeah, that's my design of monochrome, hope you like it. Yeah, so that was me drawing songs as people. Do you have a favourite? I don't know. I think mine's monochrome though. Anyway, doodles.